Hey guys, and welcome back to another Smite video, a Smite update video. For either Smite Monday or Smite Tuesday, depends on when I decided to release this video. Today we're going to go over Arachne and Odin. Both of their reworks are actually pretty intense. For Arachne, she's basically a new god. Very few things have remained. Her kit, there's a lot of stuff that remained from her old kit, but some things were taken off. Most notably, the hook that she had before is gone. It's completely gone. And has been replaced with an escape ability. A lot of people are upset about that because they really liked her hook, but honestly, a hook on an assassin makes them too powerful because now, instead of ganking you when you're out of position, they can literally just drag you out of position. It's the reason why she was nerfed into the ground. Her ability to also lay traps at the same time just made it too much. It was too much. You wanted to gank somebody, support could come with you to the solo lane or mid lane, and then you could just drag them out. Your solo could help, or your mid lane or solo could help, and they could just screw you over with her spiders and crawling on your back to silence you, and her slow, which is the most potent slow in the entire, it was the most potent slow in the entire game. 50% slow just on an ability that she launched at you, on top of everyone else beating you to a pulp. Successful ganks with her having like an assassin's physique, assassin's damage and power. It was just too much. So they had to cut back on the scaling of her abilities, which made her just worthless in the late game. So early game, she was crazy, but she quickly, very abruptly fell off and became worthless. She became a walking ult, and that was all she could do. And if she didn't set everything up perfectly, which is really hard to do in the late game when a lot of people roam together in groups of 5, or, well, groups of 2 or 3, or up to 5. It's very difficult to do, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. So her team fight presence was non-existent. She could pull a pick, and then after that, she could just kind of walk in there and maybe take some hits if you built her very tanky. But it just made her hard to keep up as a jungler if she went down that route, so she'd usually fall behind. You could play her support, but she didn't really offer a lot of the other support benefits due to her kit being more assassin-esque, so they got rid of it. Now, her passive, which I already went over in the last video, she gains, her basic attacks gain 1.5 physical damage for every 5% of a target's missing health. We can show you that real quick. Actually, coupling that with chin size makes her very potent, which is another reason why chin size being increased to 3,000 gold is actually kind of good. Because otherwise she could get that earlier and just fuck you up. So as you can see, I mean, right now it's not as bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure Raw is garbage. Yeah, he doesn't have any items, so still pretty impressive, but it's not nearly as big a deal when someone's properly geared towards it. Now, her new web is now a web wall, which you can go ahead and lay this here.
You're mine now.
Now, it looks very appealing. It lasts for 4 minutes or until an enemy walks through it. When they walk through it, they will spawn 2 broodlings, which will also show vision, which we can show over here, honestly. Getting cooldown for this is actually a pretty big deal. But we can show that it shows vision right here. Well, there's no mini-map, so. But basically, the broodlings will pop up and they will show vision for you on the mini-map, which doesn't exist in the jungle tutorial. But also, enemy gods that walk through this will leave behind a web trail. When Arachne gets on this web trail, she gains a movement speed buff. Her movement speed is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. That is incredibly ridiculous, on top of there being a slow for 4.5, 5, 5.5, and 6 seconds of 25%. That means that if you're in this and she's behind you, she will catch you. She will catch you. Even if you have sprint, she has a high chance of catching you, because if she has sprint, it's GG, you're fucked. It's gaga. You're dead. So it's actually really powerful. I'm expecting this movement speed thing to get nerfed pretty quickly, but until it does, hey, have fun, because you're going to mess people up. Also, her new one, it adds poison. It adds poison onto, I think, just the first strike. Let me double check. Next basic attack within 5 seconds does additional damage and infects your target with venom, dealing damage over time and healing Arachne every 0.5 seconds for 3 seconds. Let's take a little damage. Hey, Raw. I'm just gonna stand here, dog. Check it. 21 mitigated, 6 mitigated, 21 mitigated. Alright, let's do this. You slowed me. Alright, there. So now I'm being healed. Got healed for 3 seconds. Also did some damage. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. It also allows for sustain. Plus, you can do this on a minion if you want to sustain yourself as well. So you can just walk over here, slap some minion in this poor little face, sustain yourself. Or you can go to the, I don't know, the harpies or something. Hey, harpies, can you actually physically hurt me? I don't know. Let's find out. I'll just punch this one. Yeah, it can hurt me a little bit. Alright, so let's mess this one up, activate my one, punch you. Yeah, sustain myself right back up. So, it's actually really good. Couple that with the lifesteal item, she'll actually have a lot of sustain and be able to box people very successfully, which is a nightmare considering the fact that she's built around boxing now. Her second ability, 3 successful attacks, if I can do it, 3 successful attacks will cocoon them. I don't even think I did that because they're damn slow. It's an attack speed. She spindles her webbing when her next 3 successful basic attacks are executed with increased attack speed. If all 3 attacks hit the same target, the target is stunned.
Bathe in the glow.
You're mine now.
So you can see, you can also miss one, I believe, and it'll still count. So it's like only, but you have to hit the same target 3 times. So it's not like the 3rd hit. So like if I activate this, damn it, you're fucking slow is annoying. So here we go.
Bathe in the glow.
Boom, and then I miss one. Boom, boom, still cocooned. Gives a 1 second stun. Now coupling these 2 things together along with your broodlings. So you do this, hiya, and then this and this and then, oh god, he's dead. Ain't no surviving. There ain't no surviving. She's cray cray. Oh look, he's already getting assaulted by spiders. And he ulted them both. Good job. Clever guy there. Now her ultimate is pretty terrifying. She jumps on the ceiling.
Gotcha.
And then she leaps. And then she leaps. I don't really know how far her leap is, honestly. Let's look. Radius is 20. Damage is 150, 250, 350, 450, 550 plus what? 50%? What's my no? 100% of your physical power. Wow, really? Duration on web 7 seconds. Movement speed increase 40 seconds. You cannot climb through. You have to. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? You have to respect level geometry, so you can't just walk over like through a wall or anything. I think you can actually leap through the wall, but you can't walk through the wall. So you have to walk around them. Level of occlusion, I believe that's level occlusion, is maintained when she's in her old stance. Let's double check. Yeah. But you can jump through it. Yeah, you can jump through the walls. Her leap is actually really, since the patch notes reveal, her leap has been nerfed significantly. It used to leap like, it would leap from here to there. Like, she'd hit raw from here, just with her leap. You cannot activate your 3 while you are in your ult. However, you can activate both your 1 and your 2. That means that you can get ready for a gank and mess somebody up. You can drop this if you want to escape. So if I'm getting ready for an attack, let's say I'm like, alright, I'm going to attack the shit out of Raw, but I need an exit strategy. What am I going to do? Alright, let's drop a wall. Okay, now, I dropped the wall. I'm still in the jungle. Let's deal with blue real quick. Pat, 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 and stuff. Or speed. Pat, pat, pat. Alright, speed is dealt with. Cooldowns are done. Let's drop another wall in case he tries to chase me again. Pat! There's another wall. Okay, I'm ready. Let's do this. Ultimate! Activate 1, activate 2, leap on him, punch him in the face. Okay, I killed him. But let's say I killed the ADC and the jungle came out of the jungle and the support is after me as well. Shit, it's okay. I ran through this. Hang on. Hey you, stupid ass. Come here, I want to show them something. You fucking slowed me. Run. Yeah, get through this. Ah shit, he's been slowed. It's okay. Do it again. Also, I can run around on this. Oh, shit. I was going to show him that. Can you kill those spiders? Are you really incapable of killing those spiders? Walk through this, please. Sir, can you walk through this? There you go. Check it out. You move so fast. You move so fast. So damn fast on this web. Chasing somebody down, it's easy. It's easy. Easy peasy, man.
Lie dormant. Your time.
Just jump on people. Now, it's also a really potent escape because she's CC immune when she activates it, so then she jumps up. She can't be hit. It also respects her movement, so, I mean, she moves pretty fast while she's on the ceiling. It's ridiculous, guys. Seriously. She's going to be a powerful tool for murdering people. I'm expecting her to be an upper level pick. Like, just right off the bat. I don't know for sure. I'm not an expert. Some people may be able to be like, hey, if you abuse this on her, she's actually trash. Could be. She's basically a brand new goddess. Her hook is gone. Her broodlings are different now. Her slow has been incorporated with her broodlings. She doesn't have her crawl on your back, silence you, suck your health out. She now has a punch you in the face and drain health later. Weird thing, while they're also poisoned. She has a cocoon stun where she hits you 3 times, just pat pat pat. And then you're stunned for a second, like she's a professional boxer and she just landed a triple play right on your face, and you're just like, oh shit. Except you're cocooned. I don't know what to say about this. Look, cocoon you! He didn't even survive, but the cocoon's there. Look, it's there. Give her a speed buff. Increase her attack speed with a speed buff. And give her 1 attack speed item. Just 1 attack speed item. What are you gonna do? Watch this. Hey, you. Yeah.
Lie dormant, my baby. Your time.
Boom. Oh god. That was a person. If that was a person, like fully decked out Raw wouldn't be able to handle that. I guarantee you he'd be dead. Just like instantly. Just get over there real quick. Away. Look at her move so silent.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Bathe
Watch
in
this.
the glow.
You're mine. Your time.
Yeah, you're dead. Didn't even get to see you die because your damn stupid blinding bullshit animation. Alright, so that's it for Arachne. She's crazy. She's going to be really good. Stacking her with the damaging abilities is actually going to make sense now. Giving her a little bit of defense is probably not as necessary. You don't need Magi's on her like you kind of do with... I mean, you may want Magi's on her so that you can use her ultimate as an initiate and not immediately get CC'd out, because you can get CC'd as soon as you jump in. Magi's or beads may be a good idea there. So trade one of these. I would say maybe Heartseeker. Or possibly Jotuns. Nah, I'd say keep Jotuns just because cooldowns are ridiculous. Yeah, I'd say you pretty much need Jotuns. Although maybe not. I mean, she can still box pretty potently with her passive, ignoring her one, like even if her 1 and 2 are not up. She can still box the shit out of you. The cooldown on her web, 13 seconds. That's with the 25% cooldown, so it's actually 18 seconds. So her cooldown's alright. They're pretty hefty, but they have to be. So she kind of needs Jotuns. She needs, and Deathbringer's just, if you're going to punch someone and you're going to rely on crits, you got to have Deathbringer because it makes your crits more effective. If you're going to rely on crits, Deathbringer is a must-have item. So I'd say Rage or Heartseeker are the items to potentially remove. Probably Heartseeker, just because it's a little... Heartseeker has that little bit of risk to it. If you die, you're kind of fucked over. Get a Magi's, maybe. Possibly Chins, but I don't know. I'd like to keep Chins, to be honest, because it stacks so well with their passive. So, alright, next up, let's check out Odin. Let's do the Odin dance, guys. Check out the Allfather. Alright, guys, welcome back. It's Odin time. So let's check out his abilities real quick. We'll jump this up real fast. Now, his passive is completely different. The Allfather. If an enemy dies in Odin's Ring of Spears, Odin permanently gains physical power. This can stack multiple times. That's it. 5 physical power per stack, 10 stacks. Used to be that if he died, he'd lose those stacks. Apparently, they got rid of that. So, he'd lose a stack. Apparently, they said no, and they got rid of it. I guess that's what I'm seeing. So, you can see his little passive down there working. I don't know if it actually changes. Let's go find out. Hey, Raw. This will give me a good chance to show off some of his other abilities, actually. So, his 2 is his Shield of Ravens. Those Ravens actually look really terrible, now that I'm on, to be perfectly honest. So, that shield pops up. It gives you bonus health of 100, 175, 250, 325, 400, plus, what is that, half of your physical power? 75 and 75 is this. Yeah, half your physical power. 50%. Not bad. It also reflects that damage. Like, whatever health the shield has left at its end, it explodes in a radius around you. And, not quite sure what the radius is. Let's go check real quick. Shouldn't be any problem with that. Oh, so there's a little circle around you. There's the radius of the explosion. Kind of lights up when it's about to blow up. It actually gives him a little bit of wave clear as well as protection. So that if he's taking damage while he's trying to clear his wave, if he's in the solo lane, which honestly, he seems like he can solo. He could be support or solo very viably now. To me, at least.
Give me strength.
Now, you can't activate it by yourself, but it'll clear his whole lane, like, effectively. So what you can do is wait and then activate it. The other thing is that the shield will not expire while Odin is using lunge and will always detonate upon landing. That means if you want to force the detonate to help clear the wave, it may be a little overkill.
Nature, give me
If you activate that, boom, lunge, you'll clear it. His lunge is the same. It's still a slow leap, but kind of has to be with this added explosion death. Also, portraits for his abilities have been upgraded, so they're different now. That's pretty cool. The mana cost overall has gone down, so his mana cost is it actually makes him a bit much more viable. 45 up to 65 on lunge, 50 up to 70 on Raven Shout, 70 all around on Gungnir's Smite, which is 20 more than Master's Will, which is on Sun Wukong. Ring of Spears is 100 flat across the board. Ring of Spears is pretty good because it gives an attack speed reduction to everyone in the ring, a healing reduction of 100%, which means that people that rely heavily on their sustaining abilities, such as ADCs that rely on outboxing you by sustain, using Devourer's Gloves or Bloodforge, they can no longer do that. Whereas he has a shield, so he can actually fight you and then use his shield, or he can detonate his shield on you by just activating it and then lunging on you. And if he doesn't miss, there's going to be an additional up to 700 damage on your face. That's going to be vicious. That's actually going to be a really vicious initiate too. You could potentially like take someone down to half health if you land on the right person, and then smack them in the face with your spear real quick, or Gungnir's Smite them if they can't get away. You're gonna do, let's see, 95 times 2. This ability isn't very great. It's actually just the slow is what's really good. Although the slow is pretty good, 40% flat, 40% slow. That's ridiculous. I think if you added Heavy Hammer into his arsenal early game, you're going to have a real fucking hard time with this guy. 'Cause I'm betting it'll stat. We can actually test that real quick. Let's get rid of Urchins and let's get the Heavy Hammer.
A tool of war.
Like, that's going to be ridiculous if it does stat, because it'll just 60% slow. I'm sorry? At like level 1, he'd be able to 60% slow somebody? Let's jump in. Move around, Raw. Oh my god. Yeah, he's gonna be ridiculous. If I'd have activated my shield there, that would have been something else. Let's activate our shield.
Nature, give me
Yeah,
strength.
let's take no damage from anything Raw does. Fight him in his heal and not care. There you go. I didn't even use my 3. Could have fucked him up with my 3. Didn't even have to. But of course he's Raw and he has absolutely no items, so he's dumb. Let's try our 1-2 combo or 2-1 combo. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was good. Raw was baffled. He saw that, he was like, Ravens. Wait, and then died. He didn't even know what to do. He was so confused, he just died. Confuses the hell out of the bots, apparently. Now, take into consideration the fact that also he can afford to get defensive items and not power items because of his passive. If he manages to kill people, which in the solo lane he very well will be able to do, he will get an additional 5 power for every kill, up to a max of 50 additional power. That is a Deathbringer. Deathbringer gives you 50 physical power. That's a Deathbringer. Now he'll have to get 10 kills, which won't happen all the time, but still, it is possible. And if you manage to get him 10 kills, he's gonna just be a monster. because that gives him an additional 50%. So if you just build him pure assault after that, like just he relies on cutting people to ribbons, he can do it, guys. He can make that happen. Like let's check this real quick. All right, we're lunging in, dropping spears. Not caring about you. Not caring about you, Raw. What? Oh, I killed him before the spears. I killed him before the spears went down. Oh, that's a shame. Cooldown is only 45 seconds though, so that's really crazy. Doesn't block attacks, so enemies can actually attack you from outside. Allies can actually move freely through the spears now, which is really great. That was a real big burden before that now Odin has just had removed. I think, can you move through your spears yourself? I'm not positive. I'll have to double check that.
Bathe in the glow.
Yeah, let's go ahead and fuck you up a little bit, Raw. There, we've both been slowed. How you feel about it? Also, he doesn't just stand in the middle of them. Nah, he can't move through them himself. Oh, there's a rune. So a rune appears above his passive for every stack of physical power that you gain. That's pretty cool. Also, this will pop up and it'll probably show you every passive stack that you have. So that's pretty neat. Those runes are pretty cool too. But Odin is a lot better now, I think. Honestly. His shield is really good. It's not an attack speed steroid anymore. It's a shield just for himself, but it makes him more viable as a solo and as honestly a support, because he can go in there and take the brunt of attacks. He can actually afford to be more aggressive. Your ADC can't really. You'll have to initiate, and your ADC will still have to hide behind you. But still, it's 100 additional health at level 1. Stacking. I mean, with physical power. Pretty good. Level it up and you've got 400 health or 400 damage if you decide to, you know, max it with your lunge. Early levels, dealing 400 flat damage on top of 140, which is the basic for lunge. That's pretty heavy. I mean, you can max that out at level 9 and it'll still be pretty crazy. Like, that's a lot of damage. And the ghost spears actually look pretty cool, to be honest. So there you go. That's it. That's his new passive. That's his new ability. He's only got one new ability. The way his spears function is different, but I can't really show that off to you, to be honest. His mana costs are much less absurd, so he can actually sustain himself a little bit more easily. He doesn't have any natural sustain, like he doesn't regenerate health or anything in his ring. If he did, that'd just be way too fucking overpowered. Give him a Stone of Gaia though, and he has a way to regenerate his health already. That's I mean, you can do that. You can also afford to do that in the solo lane, because if you get kills, then you'll get physical power anyway, so you're not really suffering very much from getting a defensive item or two. Not like you would with other people. So he can actually afford to do this and still be pretty monstrous. His damage seems to really revolve mostly around his 1 and his 2. His auto attacks aren't particularly damaging. His 3 is very much non-damage, and his 4 doesn't offer any damage whatsoever. So his 1 and his 2 are his real damage dealers. That's a combo effect. So initiating like that and then trapping somebody and then cutting them into pieces, pretty big deal. Again, the more kills you get, the more runes you get, the more power you have. Right now I'm at plus 15. That'll only go up as you gain kills inside of your ring. Very easy to do. Now, I don't know if you have to kill them. No, if an enemy dies in Odin's Ring of Spears, he doesn't even have to get the kill, honestly. He can assist. And as long as they die in his ring, I'll have to test that. Which I might be able to do. Let's test that real quick. Let's test that. So let's go ahead and give this an attempt.
An enemy has been slain.
We're gonna try to. Well, he's not being very smart,
An ally has been slain.
so he's gonna die. We've got Ymir over there going ham. All right, let's hurry up. Let's hurry up, guys. Come on, come on, come on. Jump in there. Do some battles. Do some battling. Do some battling.
A beautiful dog.
There we go. Alright, that didn't work out quite as well. I did kill Niza, so I actually got power there. Let's see if we can do another one.
An enemy has been slain.
I didn't get that. That's fine. Go over here. Clear all this out. Boom. That's a 1-2. Alright, let's give this a second to respawn a little bit. Let's see if we can grab a few people here.
An enemy has been
Ah, see? I still got a rune.
Beautiful flourish.
Oh. Didn't get the rune for that one. I did get a rune, however, so it would appear that regardless
shut down.
of who kills them, as long as they're killed in your cage, you will gain a power stack.
You have slain an enemy.
So that means that you don't have to depend entirely upon yourself in order to gain your stacks of power. You can actually just work with your team, and as long as they attack and fight and do all that stuff. Wow, what is going on here? Nah, I dodged all of those. Can we head back and actually do some team fights here, guys? Did I grab anyone inside of my ult that time? No, I actually didn't. Hey, knees up.
Get served.
I really want to kill this knees off.
You're fine.
I don't have any mana. This may be it, guys. Being chased down. Oh, Ymir walled himself off. He's clever. It's a clever boy. Nope, and then he breathed on nothing. Catch you later, Ymir.
An enemy has been slain.
Yep, I gain another stack. I gain another stack. So as long as they die within your spear cloud,
Immortal.
as long as they die within your spears, you will gain the stacks. So that's just period. As it stated, I was making sure that wasn't a typo because they've actually done that quite a few times in the past. But it's not a typo. If they die in your spears, you gain the power stacks, which means you don't have to get 10 kills. You just have to kill 10 people within your spears, which is very possible because Odin revolved a lot around that. That will also mean that he becomes more deadly. So as a support, he has the potential of having an additional 50% or 50 power stacked up as long as you can utilize his ultimate to kill people. And friendly allies can walk through the spears, which I've demonstrated here a couple times already, but we'll demonstrate again just for the sake of doing it. Let's go ahead. We'll teleport. It's over here.
An enemy.
Ooh, I instant cast that. Oh, let's see if they walk
An
back.
enemy has been slain.
Whatever.
Rampage.
Again, well, all the little minions walked through it, though. They didn't care.
An enemy has been slain. Deal.
There you go. There's that. So anyway, as you can see, this is actually really good.
Shut
Um,
down.
I think Odin's in a really fantastically powerful place right now. More so than he was before. I think he is absurdly strong. I think there's going to be a really powerful pickup.
Ally has been slain.
Go back to
An
the
ally
pit.
has
I don't
been
want to hurt
slain.
you, but you're standing in my way.
So he's going to be... Oh my god, I'm getting attacked. Ymir, walk through the walls. Yay, demonstration complete, everybody. Ymir did it. He's the best. Oh my god. Oh lord. Shit's going off. It's popping off, guys. So that's the new Odin. Oh my god. The new Odin is pretty great. I like him. I'm a fan. I think you guys will like him too. He's really strong. He's basically a new man. With these new abilities, I mean, two of his abilities are basically the same, but Gungnir, or the lunge, has changed because of its interaction with the ravens. The way that you build him has changed because of his new passive. His spears are fucking amazing because now enemies can't go through them, but they can attack through them. He's no longer CC immune. He doesn't get the power buff, but he doesn't need the power buff because he could potentially have 50 power permanently, whether he's in his spears or not.
An enemy has been slain.
Allies can walk through the spears, so there's no longer that awkward moment of trapping Alquang, aka Kulkakan now, within your spears when you're trying to save him, being like, "Don't worry, Kulkakan, I've got you," and then you spear to try to capture an enemy, and then Alquang or Kulkakan just sitting there like, "Well, thanks, buddy. I really appreciate that you locked me in here with this deadly enemy when I have 1 health. It was very helpful. Oh, I'm dead. How did that happen?
Unstoppable.
Yeah, no more of that. Now they'll just walk through it. Boom. They don't care. They'll just walk through. Not Odin, though. He starts to stay in. But he can lunge out and still leave his spears there, which is great zoning potential.
Triple.
So, it's really effective. Anubis going ham over there. I've already got a Penta, though, so, you know, whatever. Anubis is going to have to catch up a little bit. But that's it for now, guys. So I've shown you Arachne and Odin in this very long video that was 30 minutes.
An enemy has been slain.
I didn't mean for it to be this long, but it was.
Immortal.
And then we win. So that's it for this time, guys. This is Sage, and as always,